Who are you?
Tovah.
Tovah, Tovah Feldshuh.
A real firecracker.
I certainly am an actress.
She's a better Jewish mother than I am a Jewish son, I think. You know?
Tovah made such an impression in the Broadway community.
She's an actor in every sense of the word.
She's a force.
Versatility.
How could I say no to Tovah?
She's the greatest Jewish actress.
Dives into whatever she's doing.
She's on the biggest show on Netflix right now.
It's a pleasure to have Tovah Feldshuh with me here at the Media Line. Thank you for taking time. It's an exciting moment. You're in Israel. You're going to showcase Golda's balcony. How did you get into this?
How did I get into it? Nati Dinar, the head of IZZY, came to me and said, we want to stream your film. And thanks to my primary producer, off-Broadway and on-Broadway, David Feldshuh, an arrangement, a contract was struck, and I'm thrilled we have the rights to do this, and it will be distributed worldwide. Oddly enough and ironically, it will not be distributed here in Israel, so you'll all have to come visit other countries to watch it. But it was one of the, not a turning point, but it was one of the great moments of my career, which has been over 50 years in general and over 50 years on Broadway. So I couldn't be more pleased, and December 8th happens to be the yahrzeit of Golda Meir. She died December 8th, 1978, and it is the anniversary of my bat mitzvah. I was bat mitzvah December 8th in an undisclosed decade.
Well, you don't look it, but what's interesting here is that you're coming at a time and you're in Israel, and there's been a lot of anti-Semitism against the Jewish state. Mm-hmm. What are you feeling in terms of the show? Coming out with something so associated with Israel, and are you getting pushback from it?
I'm not getting any pushback here, but I'm unable to produce it at the moment in New York City. And I don't mean unable. I guess I could go to the bank and produce it myself, but we would have to have security. And this kind of global anti-Semitism and anti-Semitism in my country of origin, which is the United States, is based on half-knowledge, ignorance, and the desire of the American to root for the underdog. And the misperception is that the Palestinians are the underdogs. We would gladly make peace with Palestine, gladly, or the Islamists, if you will, the people of the Muslim religion, and even those, if they didn't want to kill us. It's real simple. I'm a practical woman. If you want to kill me, I object. And I object in my own country as well. So I say this to Columbia University, Harvard, MIT, U of P. We are on to you, and we are on to the cleverness of the media campaign that the Arab radicals can, the Muslim radicals can propagate throughout my country. They have been very clear. We all came to the United States, my family came in 1901, to become Americans. People came here to become Americans. They crossed and went through Ellis Island. My husband's family through Castle Gardens in the 1880s. This is the only ethnic group that I can remember, or religious group, or group of people that have come to America to conquer it. Well, sorry, but that's not going to work, and it's not going to work in Israel either. I regard Israel and I regard the Jewish people as the indigenous minority, as like our Native Americans, who inhabited this land 2,000 years before Christ, and after all, Muhammad was born in 570 CE, so give me a break. Happy to live in peace, offered peace many times, pulled our people out of Gaza. Doesn't work. Wish it did. Wish it did.
Well, Tovah, there are many actors and actresses who have been afraid to speak out during the last 2 years in particular. And you have boldly done the opposite. Mm-hmm. What do you say to them?
I don't have any parlance with Susan Sarandon and Javier Bardem and the very kind Mark Ruffalo. I just feel they are misinformed. I'm sure they feel I am misinformed, but I really don't understand it. In our religion and in our faith, we say to lose a life is to lose a universe. In the Islam radical POV, they say kill a Jew and you got 72 virgins waiting for you. I mean, it is the Quran has really betrayed the moderate Muslim, no doubt a very good people, by putting in the stem of the religion, in the stem, militarism. And Muhammad was both a visionary and a warlord. That's how he did it. So there are 120 ways in the Quran of how to kill an infidel. Now, these are not popular perceptions, but this is the truth that I have discovered just through studying. And to say the Jew is committing genocide, you nuts? Who started this mess? Who started this mess? So we'd all love to live in coexistence. We'd all love to go to the beach and read a good book. You think these 18-year-olds want to get out of high school and put on an AK-47 and get into uniform? And it's a perception from some of these entertainers, marvelous entertainers like Emma Stone, who sign these letters of ignorance, that is dangerous. This is a dangerous point of view. It's a point of view that harbors militarism and harbors death. There's a part of that religion that celebrates death as long as you're dedicated to their God.
You have walked in the steps of Golda Meir, so you have a sense of the woman and her history. And looking today, what do you think she might have said about what we're talking about?
She would have tried to negotiate a peace, but she's no fool. And look, the 1973 war partially began because Sadat wanted kilometers on the other side of the canal. And she said, today the other side of the canal, tomorrow Tel Aviv. She said no. And so he felt compelled to invade, you know. And then when peace was made, they killed him. People kill the peacemakers. They killed Rabin. I mean, the peacemakers. Along with Bobby Kennedy, John Kennedy, it's just Martin Luther King. I hope that in the future of this planet, that there will be some peace between the radical Islamists. I want to be careful about that and clear. I'm not saying everybody who worships Allah and finds Muhammad their prophet is bad stuff or is a person who wants to kill other people. I just came from Azerbaijan. It is exemplary. They have harbored their Jewish community and their Christians for 2,000 years. We have lived in peace in that Muslim country that's 96% not Muslim. They're modern, they're open-hearted. People all worship inside their houses of worship. Since when are you entitled to take over the public streets to worship? I've never heard of any other religious sect doing that. It's an absolute show of power, you know. And I have to speak from the truth I see it. I don't hold myself with any great importance as I'm not a political, I'm not in a political office. I'm just a well-educated, curious mind with over 7 decades of wisdom, and I feel so badly. These children come into the world, they're peacemakers, but you have one mother saying, if you're not good, I'll throw you to the Jews, and we're done. You have a 3-year-old that is then trained in kindergarten to go along the floor with a model wooden gun, where we're playing dreidel, you know, or reading a book.
Which begs really the question, which is around what Golda Meir said, and it's famous, peace will come when the Arabs will love their children more than they hate us.
More than they hate the Jews.
And the question is, how do you get there in a modern year of 2025 when barbarism is still here?
You get there if there's some will, if there's some decency and will. And I say my greatest quick, not such a quick, but could be a well-followed solution is go to Azerbaijan. You want to see you know, the Muslims are fabulous at conquest. They're fabulous. Just one little conundrum here. We as the Jewish people are fantastic at survival. We have been well trained through the millennia, and you're not going to take our lives and our livelihood and our land from us, and we don't want to begrudge you anything. You've already got 57 countries. There are many places for you to go. Why your identity has to be tied up in taking this piece of desert that the Jews have turned green, I really don't know. We all know that Palestine is not the name of your country. It's the name that the Roman Empire gave to Israel to insult the Jews way back when. I think it was right after the destruction of the Second Temple, probably around 70 CE.
Tovah, thank you.
My
I think
pleasure.
we're out of time.
They lived there starting no sooner than 622 CE.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.